Namaste. Happy Christmas. It's just around the corner, one more day. Anyway, this morning thought I would talk a little bit about the difference as to what is a Kundalini completed guru, completed master, and the difference, what takes place. When you're working with a Kundalini completed guru, it means that this guru gives Shaktipat. Now, one doesn't have to physically do Shaktipat for it to work and manifest and this transmission start to take place. It can take place just by virtue once one is connected with that guru. The practices they give carry an inherent energy which begins to work. Okay. When you are working with a Kundalini completed guru, if you continue to do practices, this Kundalini will awaken and start its journey. So there are some things that on this path that I won't work with. I won't work with people that are doing drugs. That's 100% not allowed because they change your consciousness. They will cloud issues. One moment you can be fine, and then they're doing drugs, and then they're off on Lord knows what. So drugs are not allowed on this path. But transmission is not a joke. Some people think that, it doesn't happen, but it does. If you are, like I said, and especially a guru that's in realization, moksha, that is, it has a still mind. When students come into your presence, they can also go into an altered state very quickly of a stilled mind. And so that's why sometimes gurus will make themselves available for people to come have darshan, because it just helps to break through the next level and layer. Okay? So it's not about teaching courses and doing all of this. This spontaneously takes place as one commits to their journey and continues to go inwardly. Okay? So it can be a very, very strong path, and you really have to understand what it is and how to work with it and what's going to take place. Now, people that want to have bigger ego aggrandizements and do powers and this and that, their journey is not to reach stillness. Okay? So this would not be the path for them, because it will absolutely be fighting against them every step of the way. Okay? And I don't like to see any misuse the siddhis that arise. Because yes, siddhis do arise on this path, but what's talked to with my students is not to engage them, not to continue to try to enhance them, because when your goal is realization, one wants to go beyond these siddhi powers. Yes, they come up. Okay. Yes, there is a great expansion that takes place, and so many things take place on the path. If one wants to know any type of a mundane type of knowledge, it can be there very rapidly. Just known. It's in your consciousness directly. If you want to know something. Again, so many things. You can feel what's happening in another person. You can do healing. You can do, a lot of things come up. I don't stress them on this path because This path is really about going forward to realization. Okay, not trying to gravitate and enhance cities as they come up, but indeed they do come up. Okay. The main thing here is, again, to break through to realization, to get beyond those things that are driving ego, that keep ego in place, that continue to create a storyline that one is pushing against or trying to cling to. Those things are bondages. Those things are what keeps one in a cycling mind play. Okay, and this is about going beyond the mind play. Okay, so again, in this path, I'm not teaching courses. It's not about courses. It's about once that energy is awakened, it naturally progresses if one continues to keep their intention and attention on the path and going forward to realization. Okay. So that's what takes place. It's not something that, as a guru, one has to sit here and say, this is going to happen and make some big show about it. It's a natural part of what takes place. Again, these things are, like I said, it's just part of the journey. Okay. No need to sit up on a stage. No need to make a big show. No need to do like Nityananda does and have a big huge video out in place first to say, oh, it's a Paramahamsa, and look at this and look at that. No, I mean really, if you're a genuine guru, that these actions are just simply going to take place. Okay? Again, it's that inherent transmission that happens. Okay? And once one is connected with the guru, this transmission continues to take place. Whenever the student is focused on their heart, whenever they are focused inwardly, this transmission is by grace. They call it by the grace of the guru. Not that we're actively sitting here trying to say, oh, I'm going to give this person grace and I'm not giving that one. It's not like that. Okay? When they are connected with guru and their focus is within, then this grace naturally rises and continues to propel them forward. Okay? So that's what happens. That's what it is to be a Kundalini completed master. Okay? It's not about a big show. Okay? It just simply takes place as part of a journey. And you can't judge a Kundalini completed adept by the way they look, the way they dress. You would be sadly mistaken many times. You'll be looking for something of the big show, but it has to look like this, it has to look like that, it has to present like this, it has to present like that. Furthest thing from the truth. The further one goes, the more ordinary one becomes. Why? Why is that? Because there's no games to be played anymore, okay? Everything has, everything just dismantles, okay? And one actually gets to realization, again, the clothing and the drama and the, having to look like this or look like that and look like very spiritual falls away. Because that inherent truth is unchanging. Okay, it is what it is, and what remains is just simply to go back and continue to live life. Let the body do whatever it's doing in the natural world, and that's it. Very ordinary. Okay, what I am, you are. I mean, there's no higher and lower. So why do play these games of, like some sitting on a throne or having to wear specific clothes and having to look, look a certain way and project this image. It's not about images. All the images, all the drama, all the BS ends. Okay. One simply is what they are. Okay. And that wisdom, that inherent is, remains. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. Merry Christmas to everyone, and may you all continue your journeys to completion. Okay.